bahasane apa jenenge semana dewi. Mungkin
This is the interior of my prison, Excalibur.
Innocent Race bener yang ini sih.
Show me your strength.
Aku bisa ngomong
Hold
guys.
nothing back. If you survive, I will deem you worthy.
Show me your strength. Not just have you team to go. Oh. Play this.
Impressive. But are you just going to stand there trembling in fear? Pull yourself together and attack. On your last legs, I see. Strike with the strongest attack you can muster. It's the
Tim baru Steam King Actor baca kurang kayak tok jebule guys di sini. Buat indikator. Speed. Oh, pengawal. Tank. Oh, speed. Ya, speed menyulitkan. Bas, bas. Tembak kita gini. Tembak terlalu kecil. Tunggu baik. Jos gue. Belum mawar. Pakai mawar limon, bro. Oke, makasih loh, bro. Nah, aku gak so ngijoli loh. Akurat 5 mawar. Suratnya keluar. Otomatis move. Di sini berarti. Lupa impor ya. Keluar suara kimi.
Okay. Now then, where is father?
As he too lacks any sense of self-preservation, he is already headed to face King Lot on the front lines.
Oke. Yang kedua can join. Wah, untuk tambahan harus pay. Untuk Camelot. Bantai. Tek. Berjuang. Sang. Selamat menikmati sang. Ya, Arsida dahulu. Arsida join. Coba game baru Steam, King Legendaris.
Yes. It looks like Lot left it behind after the siege. If we use it to bring down the cliffside, we can avoid a direct clash.
Juga Mr. Owl.
Arthur, this war has been unwinnable from the beginning. My flame was always meant to be snuffed on the battlefield. But fate holds more for you, my son. Abandon this fight.
I'll stay until the battle is over, Father. You taught me better than to leave a task half done.
And you taught me nothing can sway your iron will. So be it then. One last charge into battle.
Gambar pemain Hector. Manage the match penuh. Konti.
Urians, how do you find yourself in this cursed place?
It is King Urians you address. Lot promised you would come, and so I arrived to greet you. There is a new King of Britain, and his throne awaits to be claimed by bloodline, not blood shed. Sir Hector, remove all doubt. Merlin, you must have gone mad since I saw you last. Will you sit Uther's bones upon the throne?
In your heart beats the blood of a pendragon. For you are the last remaining heir of King Uther.
King Urians, inform Lot that the rightful heir is on his way. I am sure he shall be eager to hear of this revelation. A royal child was born in secret, an heir to the throne. King Uther trusted his infant prince to his most loyal advisor, Hector. And so Hector has raised the prince and his daughter Kay as siblings.
Hear this! The rightful heir of Uther Pendragon has become the master of Excalibur.
take a knee before your king, or lose your head in the name of your defiance. King Lot. I know a lost cause when I see one.
We should live to fight another day.
Excalibur in the hand of a so-called Pendragon. A blade of myth held by an heir to lies cannot compare to the will of the ancient gods!
Love of the Orchid.
This cannot be. I was promised boundless power.
Arthur, now that Lot is withdrawn, you must secure Camelot. Look, there lies Camelot Castle. Now, it belongs to you, Arthur. Your Majesty, your people await. I ask only this. Be the Arthur I have always known. A man with a good heart and the potential to be a great hero.
Upon pulling Excalibur from the stone, Arthur was crowned King of Camelot. However, the horrors of war soon extinguished the love the people had for their king. And rebuild his once great kingdom. While Arthur struggles in Camelot, unscrupulous forces begin to emerge in Benwick, his kingdom's closest ally. Learning of this plot, Arthur moves to march on Benwick. But is the novice King Arthur ready to face his fate?
of Benoak bids you welcome, King Arthur. Oh, noble King Arthur. Oh, protector King Arthur.
That is most welcoming, if not a bit too grand. Thank you.
Of course. We are just so very excited to greet you. King Ban awaits. I will be honored to lead the way.
No further shall you tread.
My course will not be halted by a coward in the shadows.
An assassin, King Arthur! Oh, we are perished, and all hopes dashed!
That one sees the truth of the matter. Prepare for death after Pendragon.
Ooh, what a rousing welcome party this is.
Kay, this is no time for jest. Aye, not the best, but a force moved against us still, and likely just a warning. These are Benoak soldiers. It appears an internal conflict is at hand.
A conflict? Too gentle a term, Father. They left no survivors. This is a war. Soldier, can you spare the strength to tell us what took place here?
I thought access to the port was sealed off. Who may you be?
At this moment, I am just another troubled soldier. What happened to you and your brothers in arms?
There was a battle between King Bors and King Ban. I am a member of King Ban's forces. My king declared that King Bors had risen in rebellion to usurp the throne, and commanded us to launch an attack on Gold Castle. His Majesty was in an uncharacteristic fury when he ordered the ambush, no doubt due to the betrayal of the brother he once trusted. To think the two kings' bond of brotherhood would so suddenly turn rancid. I weep for their plight. But I am just a lowly soldier, and must do as I am commanded.
None who serve loyally are low. But please, tell us, what of King Bors?
He is imprisoned in Gold Castle. Take caution if you mean to head there. I have seen too many fall this day to send another to their doom.
Look at these little lost lambs wandering along. We're not looking to shepherd those straying from battle. This is a field of slaughter.
did they come from? Is it raining down gruff brutes in these lands?
I recognize this emblem. It is the mark of Queen Claudis's wasteland army. Queen Claudis is a blood relation of King Bors. Surely the king must know something of this.
Then it is lucky we seek King Bors, as we will have ever so much to ask of him.
What happened at the village?
King Ban's soldiers attacked us without warning.
There have been rumors that King Ban has gone mad. I feel that these rumors are true.
Mad? No, enraged is what he is. Since they say it was King Bors who first took up arms.
King Bors? By Jove, that cannot be. There's no one who is as loyal as he is.
To add more calamity in the midst of all this chaos, we have been invaded by foreign troops as well.
And those devils have plundered us of food, water, and all else we have worth grabbing or gobbling up. Fair.
Another drop in an endless sea of woe. The wild spawn have surged across the southern border and laid waste to our lands.
Now, unless the goddess Diana herself sends us her savior, us common folk will be as good as dead.
The goddess Diana and her savior? Legends and fairy tales. Come now, surely you don't put any stock in that nonsense.
With such horrors as we've seen, all I have left is the hope in an impossible legend to save us.
Gaul Castle has been overtaken by wasteland soldiers. The numbers are many, so it would be best to avoid battling them head-on.
But we must go to where King Bors is being held.
Unless you possess magical knowledge of that location, I fear our only choice at this moment is to return to Camelot to brew a better strategy.
Please, sire, I beg your pardon.
And
I don't mean to pry and be, bother. It's just... Is he King Arthur?
I am he. How do you know me?
A friend serving at King Ban's castle told me to expect King Arthur of Camelot. And you're the most kingly soul I've seen. I am Bren, an attendant of King Bors, though I fear I have not been attending well enough as he was taken.
You cannot be expected to stand against an army, little one. Perchance, do you know where King Bors is being held?
My liege is currently woefully imprisoned in the oubliettes under Gaul Castle.
A helpful mark on the map, but an impossible path to travel from here to there, I am afraid.
That would be true for most, but there is a secret passage that is known only to me and my lord.
oh, this passage must indeed be secret. I see no...
Clever, isn't it? There's a pillar here that can open a door to the underground depths of Gaul Castle. It's a little puzzle. I do so adore puzzles. Once we turn this pillar to face the direction of Gore Castle... Voila! The path is revealed! A victory! I shall lead the way.
Well done, little Bren. Lead quickly. We must rescue King Bors.
Who goes there? How did you get in here?
Merci, Bren. I am indebted in your favor. And who have you brought with you?
I am King Arthur of Camelot. I arrived here by the royal invitation of King Ban, only to be received by an ambush with all of Benwick in chaos. The townsfolk say you are imprisoned for taking up arms against King Ban. But I'd prefer to hear your tale of the truth.
Hail, King Arthur. Truth seems to be in as short a supply as even-tempered and rational actions. Ban is the one who has attacked me. Alas, I fear that King Ban has... taken...
Another rumor I have heard. But is his rage without a cause? State your case for such a claim.
Ban and I are descendants of a long lineage of guardians entrusted to protect the tomb of Diana. Ban was originally a virtuous man, both trustworthy and brave and completely devoted to the goddess Diana. But a change came upon him one day. He became a man possessed, neglecting his duties and muttering strange things while in a seeming state of fright. He claimed that you, King Arthur, were an agent of ancient... At first, but in an escalating frenzy, he proposed that we assassinate, and with my
Indeed,
I am...
This could erupt into a major battle. Perhaps we ought to return to camp.
The civil conflict has cost King Ban a large portion of his forces. If we collaborate, I am certain we will be able to subdue him without mobilizing Camelot's troops.
The time it takes for us to journey to Camelot and back will only prolong the people of Benwick's suffering. We must do what we are able to here and now.
You forget you are not a kingdom of one, Arthur. Allow me to go to Camelot and return with reinforcements, in case the worst does arise.
Very well. I look forward to your troops' well-timed arrival to save the day. I am sure it will give you much to brag about.
Bren knows of a shortcut that will undoubtedly hasten your journey. Bren, please accompany Lady Kay.
Oui, my liege. Kay the Brave, please follow me.
King Bors, where did you last leave King Ban's inhospitable company?
Ban has been completely obsessed with the goddess Diana ever since he was struck by the delusion that you will revive the ancient gods and sully her honor. If he has learned that the attempt on your life has failed, it is my belief that he and his soldiers are likely to be guarding the tomb of the goddess. Not to mention, the Wasteland army must have surely realized that I've escaped by now. I shall lead the way to the tomb of Diana. Come, we must move quickly.
If it isn't King Bors running away, only shameful cowards flee from their fates. So what does that make you?
Queen, Claudius's foulest rat. I'll rip your tongue out by the root. To hell with mercy. You should have known it would end like this.
Wait! I beg of you, spare only my life. Oh, yes, yes. That's it. I have information. I'll tell you everything you want to know. That's right. What of King Ban? Don't you want to know why he lost his mind?
What are you saying? You know how Ban was driven mad?
Yes! Yes!
Oui. You have moments more left as you speak. Perhaps more to follow, if you speak the truth.
And use that forked tongue of yours to tell us why Claudius's wasteland soldiers have been given reign of these lands while you're looking for mercy.
All right! Claudius pitted Ban and Bors against each other in civil war to usurp the realm of Benwick amidst the ensuing chaos.
Then what of Ban's delusions? Why would he turn against me?
Well, an object known as the Orb of Evil is to blame. It was given to Claudius by a strange woman. Whenever that orb began to glow, King Ban appeared to enter into a trance.
A man as righteous and full of virtue as Ban could be driven to such delusions by mere sorcery?
Now, I've told you everything I know. You must spare my life.
Begone, you lily-livered imbecile.
This may be a stroke of luck. If the orb is the cause of King Ban's lunacy, then perhaps its destruction is the key to his cure.
I too hope that this sorcery is to blame. He is no incompetent tyrant after all.
Goddess Diana, grant us the light of salvation.
Do you still pray in times as dark as these?
I am thankful in the light. I am hopeful in the dark. And I pray the same in both. Diana will bestow her grace upon us. My prayers are to let her know we are ready to receive it.
Such faith you have. Tell me, what meaning does the goddess Diana hold for the people of Benwick?
To the people of Benwick, the goddess Diana is the most remarkable of all deities. During the Age of Rebellion, the goddess sided with humanity in our uprising against the gods. And as this village is home to the sanctuary of the goddess, the villagers' faith is especially strong. Though, I must admit, Some of the legends they ascribe to are absolute nonsense. Even to a guardian of the tomb such as myself.
No, these are no mere legends. C'est vrai. Diana will surely send us the Savior to release us from our suffering.
The Savior?
Ah, Goddess Diana, grant us the light of salvation.
Blast and damnation. Arthur, you are significantly more alive than I had hoped for. Though your meager mortal condition could be corrected if you were standing in my way. So please, stand in my way.
So, King Ban's madness was your doing. Release him from your spell at once. First, we shall slay the corrupted audience of minions. Then, we'll see to the witch herself.
Ugh, you worthless goons! You barely even provided entertainment as you fell. Till next time.
Now that the orb has been destroyed, I pray that this will bring Ban back to his senses.
May your prayers be answered for the good of us all. Let us hurry to Ban.
Arthur, you are no Pendragon, but a common snake and a twisted pawn for devils. You will never desecrate the goddess Diana.
Ban! Stop! This man is no servant to the evil gods. He is the king of Camelot and lord to us guardians.
Curse you, boys. Is it not bad enough to have neglected your duties as a guardian? Must you ally yourself with this wicked traitor as well?
I'm afraid that he's too far gone. We have no choice but to subdue him by force.
I shall not beg for my life. I will spend my final breath
to spit 1,000 curses upon you, Arthur Pendragon.
Please, you must pull yourself together.
A guardian of Diana, I see.
Caliburn?
Zealots understand only the language of power, if they have any understanding left at all. Stab Excalibur into the ground before the sanctuary doors.
Into the ground? It will blunt and dirty the blade.
It is no mere sword. It is my prison, a key to this altar and a means of communicating with the divine. The goddess Diana will answer you through me.
What madness is this? The doors may only be opened by the descendants of the God Slayer. Am I to believe Arthur is a descendant of Paradur?
Draw the sword from the altar, Arthur. This is the breath of Diana, the sword of storms. Going forward, you will be able to use Excalibur to obtain weapons of other elements as well.
This is the sword of Diana.
Do you see? No one chosen by the relic of the goddess Diana could be a servant of the evil gods.
The descendant of the God Slayer will raise Diana and deliver this world to salvation. The legends were true.
Ban, Your Majesty. Our scouts have reported that Claudius is marching on Benowick with a massive legion of troops.
That cannot be. What purpose would such aggression serve?
Gold Castle has already fallen, and the army is now marching onwards to gain control of Benowick Castle.
Claudius, that lout Green was speaking the truth.
Though we appear both outnumbered and outmaneuvered, I have hope the wise counsel I keep can provide options for this dark day.
With both brothers' forces already having suffered great losses, there's not much that can be done.
So be it. We eat the feast that fate has cooked. First, we shall deal with Claudius, and then we'll settle our affairs here.
There he is! Capture, boss!
Hell's bells! Our pursuers are already closing in on us.
Arthur, Your Majesty! I shall fend them off!
Don't be reckless! You cannot fight them all off alone!
If there be any hope here, it lies in the unshakable courage of Sir Hector. Perhaps some of it will wear off on us as well.
Aye, there's courage enough to share. Onward then, for the glory of Camelot!
Arthur, we're here. I see you were kind enough to save some battle for the rest of us.
Well, I'd never hear the end of it if I didn't give you an opportunity to demonstrate your prowess under pressure.
We've just come from defeating the main body of troops. They were near the outskirts of the castle.
Huzzah! We shall live to see another day. The troops our scouts sighted were reinforcements from Camelot. You are as stunning a strategist as you are radiant a beauty. I hope to get to know you better.
If you knew me at all, you'd know it takes more than flattery to earn my attention. Arthur, your focus must turn to Benwick Castle at once.
I certainly know not to disagree with one of your battle plans. Let us away.
Zut alors! How did they get here so quickly? Ban! If you had a soul that could reckon with the shame you cast upon the throne, you'd not be able to show your face in these lands. I earned the throne. I was born for it. You sit there only because your gender agrees to the tradition of fools.
Of evil you used to corrupt Ban's mind.
Orb of evil, listen to yourself. It is a magic relic, neither good nor evil. The true evil was in the fool Ban's heart before he ever saw the orb.
You foul sorceress! Release Ban from your evil spell this instant!
I recognize no authority, and I do not take orders from weak men nor from false kings. Bellow till you cannot breathe. You shall not find the orb!
She must have fled through the castle's secret passages. Despite her crimes, of which there are many, she's still our flesh and blood. Let her live, for now.
King Ban, how do you feel?
Like a corpse that yet walks. The grip of Claudius's conjurer loosens, and I feel my senses slowly return, but not my sense of trust. How can I truly know your arts and wills? Perhaps you wished to find and dispatch Diana herself? I still want to...
Alas, it seems the orb's influence still persists. My apologies.
King Bors, I must pose you a question. There was a woman earlier praying to Diana. She mentioned that a savior would be sent by the goddess. What did she mean by that?
Ah. Many eons ago, the goddess Diana took pity on humanity's enslavement and sided with mankind when we rebelled against the ancient gods. After mankind was freed from the gods, even the deities who sided with humanity were entombed in slumber. The goddess Diana's final words before she too succumbed have lived on in Benwick as a legend. One far-off day, when mankind faces its greatest threat, a descendant of the God-Slayer shall appear and open the tomb of Diana, and this descendant shall be the savior of all the world.
The God-Slayer?
Oui, Peredir the God-Slayer. The one who led humanity in our uprising against the ancient gods.
Your Majesty, I have returned from my mission.
And yet, Ban still struggles under whispers and shadows of Claudus' spell. But his mind is a battleground I cannot assist upon.
It is the task of all men to battle their own hearts. Ban will find his way back. Merci beaucoup, King Arthur. Benwick will not soon forget how you helped us.
Word of Arthur's success in resolving Benwick's crisis and securing their alliance spreads throughout Camelot and the surrounding kingdoms. Meanwhile, Lot and his followers dream of resurrecting the ancient god by invoking the untamed power lurking within Wales. The conspiracy to revive the ancient god throws Wales into turmoil. Will Arthur be able to put an end to this scheme and save Wales?
Run! Horus, follow at my heels! All is lost!
What's happened here? Tell your king. Where are Sir Baldwin and the others?
Are you a king of death and madness? Because if not, your kingdom is lost to a new ruler! Flee!
Your Majesty, the most troubling thought has occurred to me. Could it be that monsters overrun Camelot's encampment?
Our soldiers would not abandon their post without cause. We must get to the bottom of this.
Your Majesty, we are approaching the encampment of Camelot's expeditionary forces.
A sense of dread hangs thick in the air, as well as a pungent terror.
I smell it too. The putrid stench of rotting corpses. It appears to be getting stronger as we draw closer to the encampment.
Then we ride towards a most foul and fearsome omen. But still, we must ride with haste. What stumbling horror is this?
The twisted shape of this beast shall surely haunt all my days to come, along with its wretched smell. My liege, our soldiers are nowhere to be seen. This vile monster killed them all.
I doubt we can ask it questions, but still, it will answer for its sins at the end of my blade.
Those screams and that terrible stench. Are they coming straight from hell itself?
It is a hell I fear we must march towards, though the numbers of devils there seem endless. But for the well-being of Sir Baldwin and the troops, we will face down any evil. We shall not stop our search.
Indeed, Your Majesty. I stay by your side. I wish the winds did not so strikingly carry the smell of our foes.
Am I going mad? Or has the stench become something even more revolting?
There is some fresh terror to it. Can it be? The dead! They walk again!
What are these corruptions of flesh doing in Wales? They are a mockery of both humanity and nature at once. Sir Hector, have you seen anything like this?
Your Majesty, these scattered armaments are those of Camelot's forces. They must have been dropped by our missing troops. Shall we follow them and see where they lead?
Yes. Let us follow the trail, though I fear the worst.
All of these scattered weapons and carts. It appears that our forces fled in a panicked retreat.
If that is indeed what transpired, perhaps we'll be able to find some survivors. Keep following along the trail.
Majesty, look! There is Sir Bodwin among them.
Our soldiers were turned into monsters by those foul things. They must be destroyed.
You? A savior? Another curse?
I am Arthur Pendragon, King of Camelot. Are you responsible for this plague that consumes my soldiers?
Mighty King, you misunderstand!
Then pray I find understanding soon. For at this moment I see only bewitchment in need of banishing.
Sir Bodwin, are you hurt?
If only we'd gotten here sooner. The dark forces slowed our journey. Tell us, are these horrors the machinations of this woman?
Absolutely not, Your Majesty. This lady is the one who rescued me from the creatures and even tended to my wounds.
Those horrid things. Were they truly our soldiers? Our friends?
Yes, Your Majesty. They were once our men, but now...
Are they all lost? Or did I just cut down soldiers of Camelot, whom I should have been looking to cure?
They are our brethren no more. We were retrieving the bodies of the fallen last night, after defeating Anguish and Lot's allied forces. But suddenly, our dead transformed into those things. And amid that chaos, the enemy surprise attacked us too.
Our soldiers' fallen forms turned into vessels for monsters. By the gods, what madness!
It is caused by an infection of wraithweed spores. The spores were cultivated en masse by Anguish's forces for use in battle. That is why I and other like-minded individuals have worked together to produce Midna, a cure for the infection. That is when I came upon these people.
I did not know. I came close to making a terrible mistake. Forgive me.
You mustn't blame yourself, Your Majesty. Everything happens according to the will of Kakt.
Sir Bodwin, you are unwell. Please do not move.
The Midna will prevent the worst from happening, but his wounds are grave and need better treatment. We must take him to a nearby village.
We? Do you mean that you wish to join us?
Only if you will allow me, Your Majesty. I am aware of the location of the Wraithweed spore farms as well.
Then it...
What if they've already taken the village? What if all we love has been lost to their swelling, unholy ranks?
Have hope. If all else is lost, keep hope alive. We're almost there. Hurry to the gates.
Open the gates!
Oh, Sir Baldwin! Sir, forgive me, but we cannot open our gates without an express order from our captain.
Are you mad? Look at Sir Bodwin, he's been wounded!
Say now, what's all this? Well, if it isn't Sir Baldwin out for an evening stroll with our soldiers and a lovely lady.
Tristan! Mark us not! We need aid and safety.
Open the gates. Enter, good Sir Knight.
Egads, you... Oh,
Do you know me, sir?
I cry your mercy for my earlier discourtesy. What brings such a glorious presence to this wretched place?
Oh.
That's enough, Tristan.
Ha! You're still as overbearing as ever, Sir Baldwin. I thought you were off enjoying the lovely parties of Camelot. They must throw a rather rambunctious soiree.
Enough! Watch your tongue or you'll lose it. Don't you know who this is?
Why, he must be very important. A king. A god. I can see they have the armor of a noble, but not the posture of one.
Bite your tongue!
This is His Majesty, Arthur, Lord of Camelot, King of all Britain and rightful ruler of Wales.
Arthur Pendragon, of course. I should have recognized the son of Uther the Vile.
What?
Troops, behold, the son of Uther. Uther who stole our king's life and our queen's virtue.
Sir Hector, is this true?
Your Majesty.
Tristan, you cannot demand the sins of the father to be paid by the son. King Arthur came to Wales in its time of need. You must think of the risk that he took upon himself.
One may play the hero whilst planning other schemes. A false face of help is a mighty shield.
It is my duty as son to answer for my father's acts, noble or horrid. Tell me, what might be done to assuage Wales's pain?
I propose a test. Are you willing to stake your life on it?
If staking my life is what it takes.
Then draw your sword, King Arthur, and you shall taste the wrath of Wales.
I have accepted your challenge, Tristan. But what shall you stake if you lose?
If you defeat me, I shall banish any thought of resentment to you and pledge my undying loyalty. If you fall to my blade, but manage still to cling to your life, you shall leave these lands and never return.
Fair enough. I accept your conditions.
Now, when you are ready, on guard! You have defeated me, and I shall honor our terms. Forgive my previous transgressions, Your Majesty. I, Tristan, pledge a lifetime of fealty to you, the one true king.
Captain, renounce your vow. His victory means nothing.
My king is your king. If that's not to your liking, then challenge me, if you dare.
It is all water under a very ancient and complicated bridge. I accept your pledge of loyalty. Tristan, I would have you accompany me in Sir Bodwin's place, as he is injured.
Of course, Your Majesty. Are we off to battle the monsters?
Better yet, we will seek and destroy the monstrous outbreak at its source.
Your Majesty, I will go. I am still fit to serve, fit to fight, fit...
Sir Bodwin, you mustn't push yourself too hastily, or you may never wield a sword again. And with no more Midna left at hand, someone must remain here with the militia to protect the village.
Fine. Then I must stay. But my spirit travels with you. Please be cautious, Your Majesty.
There are 2 Wraithweed spore farms in total. One lies on a hill to the northwest. The other is in a village near Tintagel Castle. Wraithweed blooms produce spores once a day, at dawn.
Very well. We shall attack the farm to the northwest first.
His order the traitor has led the enemy to our midst.
Please, you must stop this. How can you abuse the laws of nature this way while sacrificing innocent lives?
None are innocent who seek to destroy us. Turn back lest you face the same fate.
May you rest peacefully in the bosom of the unkept.
I can't imagine how you must feel. To stand against your own kin for the sake of natural order, the lives of strangers.
I appreciate your words, Tristan, but we still have much to accomplish. And I must make my peace with what is to come.
So, our next destination is near Tintagel Castle?
Yes, Your Majesty. Please, follow me.
Your Majesty, look. There are Anguish and Lot's allied forces just ahead.
The villains travel with a devil's speed. Prepare for battle. gates of their siege remain strong.
Your Majesty, the situation is grim. We must retreat.
We cannot yield yet, Sir Hector. We must stand fast for the good of Wales.
Tristan's words are true. Reform your ranks and fight! Sir Hector! Tristan!
Tristan? Can you hear me?
Fear not, Isolde.
Oh, but fear is so truly delightful to behold. It gives your suffering flavor.
You twisted witch! May the woe you put into the world return to you 1,000-fold!
A present of poetry as always, Arthur. In trade, I shall grant you the gift of a swift and pointless death.
Kay! You're here to help!
Not that you needed it, of course, but our new friends from Benwick simply insisted on lending a hand.
Thank heavens we were not a moment too late.
Lady Kay jests, but she acted with the utmost urgency, my liege.
Lady Kay making jokes to me is like the sun rising. Expected and welcomed. Thank you all.
Blast it to Hades! The blood of the Godslayer was ready to be spilled and claimed. Anguish! Your incompetence cost me a victory. Now you shall pay that debt with your own suffering.
Wait. What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this?
It means your use is over, and there are things more crucial than the Dominion of Wales. But thank you for your service to my goals.
I am fine. Please tend to Sir Hector and Sir Tristan.
Of course. But what will you do with King Anguish?
There is a fate waiting for him, and I have a blade that shall hurry him to it. Anguish, you led an invasion of another realm. You know what justice shall be brought down upon you.
You almost sound like a seasoned ruler, not a mere boy. I shall not beg. Kill me. That is your version of justice.
Father?
His daughter?
Your Majesty, I beg of you, show mercy upon my father, please.
Isolde, my dear. My crimes are too great for mercy.
Yes, I know my father's crimes cannot go unpunished. But he too was a victim of Lot's evil schemes. He was simply used.
The devastation he has wrought cannot be merely explained away by claiming he was deceived.
My father's true crime is that he failed to place his faith in Arthur as the High King of Britain. The reach of the former King Uther's tyranny extended beyond Wales and all the way to Munster. It was Lot who took advantage of my father's apprehensive state and persuaded him to awaken the Wraithweed. And in the end, it was Lot who stole away the horns of Mengangkat as well.
I was wondering why that witch suddenly turned against her own side. Are those horns truly of such great value?
The witch's name is Morgan. It was she who approached us with Lot and planned and executed everything.
What else are they planning, Isolde?
My belief is that they intend to bring upon the resurrection of the ancient gods. They must be planning to use the horns of the Mengangkat to produce the essence of nature.
But why would they want to revive the ancient gods? What is there to gain in bringing back those who seek to control them?
That I do not know. But I'm certain that the essence of nature is essential to the revival of the ancient gods.
And how is this essence of nature made?
They will need rare minerals from the crystal mines of Sherwood Forest and the divine energy of Stonehenge. They need the blood of the Godslayer, which flows through your veins.
The Godslayer?
The ancient gods were imprisoned and sealed through the blood of your ancestor. Now, they need that blood for the ceremony to resurrect them.
Ugh, hell's bells. Magic and blood and old gods. Whatever happened to the elegant simplicity of a battle with swords and shields?
In any case, you may raise your head, King Anguish. King Anguish, I vow not to repeat the tyranny and foolishness of my predecessor. Will you recognize me as High King of Britain and swear your allegiance to Camelot?
Not for the sake of my life, but for the sake of my daughter and people. I will serve you as your loyal knight.
As noble a reason to serve as any. And Isolde, how is Tristan?
An Irish soldier's poisoned arrow brushed his neck. He'll need some time to recover.
Do what you can for him. I'll leave him in your hands.
Yes, Your Majesty. I'll make sure he recovers.
It's time we return to Camelot. We need to look into what Morgan and Lot are planning.
It's been quite a journey. I hope to wash the funk of these last battles off with haste. Then we shall make plans of our own.
I had been holding my tongue about needing to hold my nose as well. But yes, a fragrant bath seems an ideal plan for all you noble monster hunters.
Sherwood Forest, the peaceful realm of the Fae, has been invaded by the tyrant Lot's forces. Arthur returns to Camelot after defeating Anguish. Then heads to the Fae Mine to keep an old oath. In a forest ruined by ghouls and teeming with cursed souls, Arthur must battle the evil machinations of his eternal enemy. Arthur then meets an unexpected disaster.
Is this Sherwood? It's smaller than I expected.
The Forest of the Fays. I've heard the tales, but never expected to wander into one. And no sign of Lot's army. Everything looks peaceful.
Merlin predicted we would be needed here, so be prepared for anything.
Merlin speaks in riddles, but not falsehoods. Let us check with the locals and see what we can learn.
Agreed. Find the nearest villager, and let's start asking questions.
I encountered many armies in my youth when I wandered across Britain and met many nobles. Never have I seen an army so disciplined. They acted like humble guests, caused no disturbances.
Did you see their commander?
Well, it must have been one of two knights. The first knight had a quiet dignity, the other had a piercing gaze. They were exceptional in every way.
I was told to expect only the best of the best, and it seems that was true.
You're from Camelot? Interesting. And what makes our village of such constant interest to the nobility?
Someone visited before us. Who?
Well, the Prince of Orkney was here, too. He was accompanied by many soldiers, gruff ones, so I was concerned. Actually, he left us plenty of food and gold. All he asked for payment was our staying out of the forest.
A bribe for your absence likely has worrying consequences to come.
We never go to the forest as it is, so being paid to stay out is fine by us. But I'm worried for the soldiers.
Sherwood is under Camelot's rule. How can you spare worry for our enemies?
Father, care for others can reach beyond a kingdom's walls. Let's leave them be.
And those soldiers should be spoken with. Danger or not, let's seek them out.
Deep in the forest, you'll find standing stones erected by the ancients. Some say they're seats for the Fays. Others think they're vessels that hold the warmth of the dead.
Standing stones, as opposed to seated or fallen.
People in Sherwood call the area Stonehenge. We avoid it out of fear of the Druids.
Are you headed into the forest? That's risky, with only the three of you.
If it's because of the soldiers, fret not. That's why we came.
It's not the soldiers you need to worry about. There are druids deep in the forest who serve the ancient gods. Those who get lost in the woods often meet gruesome ends. You best be careful, my lords and lady.
invaders from Orkney, and treacherous druids. This gets better and better.
I am Sir Gawain of Orkney, son of King Lot. Who stands before me?
This is Arthur Pendragon, the King of Camelot, and I, his knight, Sir Hector. How dare your army trespass on our land?
A regrettable trespass of necessity, I assure you. I must insist that you withdraw at this time, Your Majesty.
Do you realize your position? You have invaded sovereign territory with force of arms. It is you who must withdraw.
You have more of my regrets, as I cannot oblige your demands, and must obey my own king's orders.
Let us fall back for now. I see men hiding in the woods. This could be a trap.
We won't be here long. If you retreat, I give my vow that we will not attack nor follow.
And I vow that next we meet, you'll answer for this strange transgression.
Stop! Danger lurks near.
Ugh, those disgusting monsters are not exactly subtle.
Prepare to attack! Hold nothing back!
Oof, they not only look horrible, but they smell disgusting too.
That's the putrid perfume of rotting corpses.
We should hope more of their kind don't await us. Let's make haste to the refuge of Fays.
Hector, it's been a long time. I haven't seen you since the day of our oath. What is it that brings you here?
Too many days passed since I last saw you, Gillian. This is King Arthur Pendragon, heir of Camelot and Lord of Wales. If you still hold to our oath to the Summer Court, he is now its successor.
The young King Arthur Pendragon. It is an honor to meet you.
Ah, it is a pleasure to meet you as well, Ambassador Gillian.
The Fays of the Summer Court will remain your allies for as long as Camelot wishes. How might we be of service?
King Lot's forces are traveling from the Oak Forest towards the Crystal Mines. We also encountered some horrible monsters in the forest on our way here.
I sense the murky air of the dead coming from the forest and mines. Strange things are stirring. As strange as that sword you bear. Excalibur, isn't it? Uther is gone, and the bloodline of Peredur is lost. That sword should have disappeared forever.
That's not true. Merlin hid Uther's heir from his enemies. And now Pendragon sits on the throne again.
Merlin? That malicious old man is involved in this?
Malicious? It is only from the concern of Merlin that we come and request your help.
That scheming Merlin tells half-truths to hide whole lies. Do you even know what it is that you're carrying?
Enough, Gillian. You dare to insult the King of Camelot.
Hector, it's all right. I don't know what happened in earlier ages, or what transpired between Merlin and the Summer Court. What I know for certain is that Lot is plotting evil as we speak, and that he's invaded the lands of Camelot and the Fays. If you can't, or won't help us, we'll leave you and find some other way.
Freshly crowned king, your youth is obvious in the ways that you are still brash and impatient. Fays are not like humans. So long as the oath is in effect, the Summer Court will help you. I will allow you passage to the mines. Then I shall track this strange energy coming from within the forest. and I'll keep watch over your movements while you remain within Sherwood. Hector, I trust you too shall remember the words of the oath.
Hector, what are the words of the oath that Gillian was talking about?
The late King Uther guaranteed the Fae's own lands and safety in Camelot. In exchange, Summer Court promised to lend its full cooperation to Camelot. Sherwood and the Crystal Mines are two of the Fae's territories. Gillian is the ambassador to Camelot from the Summer Court.
So, there are more Fae territories?
There is also the Court of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake dwells there. I have no idea where it is. Merlin might know.
Gillian nearly spat at the mention of Merlin. Did the old wizard offend the Faes in some way?
I'm afraid I don't know about that either. Certainly back in the day when Camelot and the Summer Court swore the oath, there was no bad blood. Though who can tell what occurred during those 20 years when Merlin was gone?
Certainly a tale Merlin will need to tell on our return. For now, let's head to the mines.
Arthur, there's danger ahead.
Those miners are Lot's people, and monstrous forces are attacking.
The beasts we fought earlier, they have found new foes.
Lot's henchmen or not, we can't let those creatures slaughter innocent miners. Let's make haste.
Oh, thank you, sir. I thought this was the end for us.
Humans aren't allowed in this mine. What were you doing here?
We're miners from Orkney. We're here with our prince because we were told there was work.
Yes, Orkney. So what happened?
We dug up some large gems. Lady Morgan already left with them. We were waiting for the prince to come back for us when those monsters attacked.
Morgan? What is she up to?
There has been a foul energy here as of late. It must be her doing. Morgan took much from the mine. Spirit stones and the essence of nature. Do you know what they are used for?
Yes, I do. They're needed for a ceremony to resurrect an ancient god.
The ceremony is underway. I can smell the blood in the forest air.
Is this also the cause of the monsters we mentioned? Do you know what they are?
They're ghouls, cursed dead bodies. They rise and seek the blood and flesh of the living. Someone has unlocked the power that sleeps in Stonehenge. They've awakened the sealed obelisk. And thus, the soulless bodies of the undead rise up.
The ghouls appeared by the obelisk. Something foul is happening all over Sherwood Forest.
Spirit stones and essence of nature in the mine. And Peredier's descendants are all gathered in Sherwood. Can a person like Lot be a real threat? I sense still more strange power from Stonehenge. Can you investigate? There are demands for my attention elsewhere in the forest. We can meet again when your task is done.
Oh, certainly. We'll just march into the cursed lands of an ancient power. Whatever could go wrong.
It's an obelisk. It's huge.
Ghouls may lurk here. Keep your wits and blades sharp.
There is an uneasy calm.
Even storms have their moments of peace. Something here seems off.
Agreed. Trust not in your senses, but in your gut. This is an uneasy place to linger.
Ah, early for your own demise. Did the Fae hurry you along?
Morgan, your schemes end now. Where is Lot?
Halt, King Arthur. For all our sakes, you and your knights must not interfere.
You are...
I understand why you're here, but I beg that you withdraw. I will set things right.
You must pay the price for releasing the ghouls that roam the Fae's forest, and for performing your evil rituals.
Though the path seems dark, trust that we look to bring light.
How could I trust you on this?
I trust they cannot be shown reason. Only the might of battle.
I have no choice. Forgive my ill manners.
If you wish to volunteer as sacrifices, I am not about to dissuade you. As fun as all this has been, my preparations are now done. All that's left to deal with is this foolish youth.
Enough, witch. I can stand for this no longer. Neither Orkney nor my father shall play any further part for your twisted games.
Such a precious little stubborn prince. Wouldn't you regret spoiling your father's plans?
My father would never rely on power gained through your evil rituals. King Arthur of Camelot, rouse yourself, and together we can defeat this witch!
Yes, yes, fight and flail. It is darling to watch as you try to resist the inevitable.
Arthur, are you hurt?
I can stand. What happened?
I have no idea. We should leave while we can.
No. We have to deal with the witch Morgan.
I'm bored and disappointed with you, Prince. Such a foolish child.
My apologies, King Arthur. Lady Kay, are you wounded?
Your actions saved our lives. But won't you suffer the consequences? Another obelisk.
And another one of Morgan's henchmen.
Take care. They wield strange powers.
Strange? No. Powerful? Yes.
Die in fairness and rest in darkness. Kernunos' grace.
Why is King Lot involved with these people and Morgan?
That is a difficult and shameful question. At first, my father was trying to bring peace to Britain. But he became a different man. The name of King Lot became feared, and Orkney was no longer peaceful. Everything changed when that witch appeared. My sister Gareth and I are convinced she is controlling our father. Morgan said she was traveling to Sherwood without father, so Gareth and I volunteered to accompany her to uncover evidence of her treachery, and if needed, to eliminate her.
And that's why you kept us away?
Exactly. If you had faced Morgan, you could have ruined our plan. She is quite good at vanishing. It's true, but I didn't know if I could trust you. You are the king of an enemy country, after all.
I understand only too well.
It will take too long to go around this lake. Through is the only option.
I crossed here the other day. I swear, this was an open path.
Perhaps you were too distracted following the footsteps of a witch to notice where she was stepping.
Okay, stop. Let's just find a way to cross the lake.
This is Morgan's doing. She destroyed the valley and blocked our path in one stroke by flooding it.
Our path is not blocked, just slowed. Have you any advice to speed our journey along?
We are forest dwellers today, but we were once phase of the lake. A few drops of water will not stop us.
Step lively, Arthur. A king must set the pace, after all.
Arthur, did Hector explain our oath? The oath is broken if Camelot becomes a threat to the Summer Court.
I know. Camelot will not betray the Summer Court.
An intentional betrayal is not the only type of threat there is.
You should not be here, Gawain. Nor should these dogs of House Pendragon.
The stakes have changed. Morgan is sacrificing humans for her rituals and awakening the ghouls. All the more reason to end her. Come with us, Gareth.
Father has come to Sherwood. Imagine what Morgan might do to him if she sees what foes have followed you here.
Father is here. This has gone too far.
It has further to go still. We're at war with Camelot. And if I kill the king of Camelot, the war will be over, and Father won't need Morgan anymore. Stand back, lest you be ready to spill the blood of your sister to save the life of this so-called king. Side with them against your own family?
These people are in trouble because of our family. I take responsibility for that.
And I will be responsible for the fate of our kin. Alone, if need be. I'll wait in ambush near Karnak's Haven. I'll take the witch's head myself if I need to. But I refuse to ally with House Pendragon and Camelot.
Gareth, I know it is much to ask. But if you see Sir Hector...
I'll make an exception for him on your behalf, and rescue him if the opportunity presents itself.
What an interesting way to offer one's help.
She is a proud person and rarely impressed, Please, forgive my sister's gruff manner, Your Majesty. Our father's hot blood lives on in Gareth. We must hurry. Now that our father is here, I have no idea what to expect.
Stop, Arthur.
What is it, Gilliam? We're running out of time.
If Morgan wanted Hector as an offering, would he not already be slain? No, he is no sacrifice. He is bait for a trap.
He is in danger all the same. If you won't help, then stand aside.
You are not strong enough. You could not even protect yourselves from being captured. Why do you think you can free him?
Well...
Think. Morgan has obtained all she needs to summon an ancient god, save one thing. The blood of the man who sealed it. If she captures you, her plan will succeed. I surmise she intends to revive Canunos, the Master of Death. And if Canunos and the spirit in your sword meet, unimaginable horrors will follow.
And? So? Do you think there's any danger you could claim that would make us abandon our father?
Kay speaks the truth. No matter the risk, I cannot back down. Move.
How does youth blind you so? You are marching to a trap that endangers not just Camelot, nor Britain, but the entire world. Lost now or lost later, the destruction you unleash will still claim your father and all the worlds beyond. By my authority as Fey Ambassador, I declare the pact between Camelot and the Summer Court to be broken. I weep, Arthur, for what I now must do. You have already awakened the power. Did Merlin know this?
Please, stand aside, Gillian. I can rescue Hector. I need this sword.
As a wielder of such power, you must consider the consequences of your actions. Go if you will, but you will bear your pain alone. And all living things will pay the price. You cannot trust Merlin, Arthur. Not everything will be as it seems.
World's end. But on this day, our father yet lives. Arthur, we must make haste.
Gareth, what happened?
Gawain. We were wrong. Very wrong. The monster wasn't Morgan. It was our father. He was the real monster. Morgan didn't change him. Our corrupted father drew Morgan into his plot. They sacrificed people and turned them into monsters. There is no longer a king of Orkney. The father we knew doesn't exist anymore. In his place is a twisted monster.
Gareth.
No more. I can take no more. I must away. I'm sorry about Hector. I didn't know things would turn out this way. At least Morgan hasn't sacrificed him, yet. But waste another moment and that may change.
Gareth, join us. We could use any help there is.
Yes. Gareth. We can do it together. We can make things right.
I have not the strength in my heart to turn back there. You go, Gawain. This Pendragon seems an honorable man.
As you will. Take care. We'll be reunited when this is over.
Enough talking. We move, now!
Is it a king? A prince? No, a troop of jesters. They all seem fool enough. Well, how fascinating. The sword has been awakened. And you dare to siphon its power. Then it has started. You are the true heir, little king. Hail him, one and all. You only inherited a dishonorable throne from Uther. But your mother left you something far greater. Nothing earned, and the world given. I do so hate to see it.
Silence! Not another word until you return Hector to us.
I think I'd like to keep him as an audience. To your suffering. such a quick student of power. I am impressed. But I also tire of this. I take my prizes and my leave. Farewell, little king.
Damnation! The path is blocked. We can't follow her.
But we must! What do we do now?
We'll gather the surviving miners and dig our way through. Quickly now.
Thank you.
We will do everything in our power to get Sir Hector back to you unharmed.
Hector, Father, please be safe.